I'm Davey Wavy, and in a news cycle that has largely and rightfully so been focused on Black Lives Matter and gun control and presidential politics, to me it just feels really uninteresting to talk about myself, and especially something as personal as my sex life, unless there's some larger point to it. And I think with what I'm about to confess to you, there really is a larger point. And this is probably a video that I should have made a while ago, so so here it is. So my relationship with sex, the role that sex has played in my life, I think, I'm already starting to sweat, I think at best is limited, and at worst is probably maybe unhealthy. And it's not because of the amount of sex that I've had or because of like the number of partners that I've had sex with. It has nothing to do with that. What it has everything to do with is how I view sex and the role that it's played in my life. And how I have used sex is as a tool to get off. Like, it has been so that I could relax or get rid of stress or fall asleep or stop being horny. And don't get me wrong, like, sex is amazing at doing that, but there's also a lot more to it. I remember when I was in college, a boyfriend said to me that having sex with me was like acting out a porn scene. And what he meant was that it was hot, but it was also completely like empty, and I don't want to say something was missing, but that it was like really, it felt really shallow. And I think I always knew that there was more to it, but didn't really feel comfortable exploring that until fairly recently. And I'm really still so early in exploring it, but what I've come to see and certainly have felt is that yes, you can use sex to get off, but you can also use it as this tool to connect with your body, with yourself, with the people in your life, with the world around you, with creativity, with all this incredible power. And am I pitted? I'm pitted. So I just hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube. So it was a good opportunity to really like step back, look at what I was doing and shift my direction. What I'm sick of doing is creating content that treats sex as this kind of silly, tongue-in-cheek kind of thing. That's not interesting to me. What I want is something new. I want to like peel back the layers and like really dive in on this. What I want to do is create videos that help us, that help you and me discover the power of our erotic bodies. Like, that is so hot. I want to express my erotic energy and help you discover yours. Let's build our erotic confidence and see ourselves as hot and sexy and juicy and raw. And what I'm not saying is that I'm an expert in any of this, because I'm not. I have very little of this figured out, but I am a student, and what I am saying is I see a door and it is open and I want to walk through it. And what I'm hoping is that you will hold my hand and that we can walk through that door together. And I think it's going to be scary and it's going to be uncomfortable, especially when our own shame and our own guilt kind of boils up, which will happen. But it just, for me, it just feels so important to do it. And the reason that it feels important is because our world is fucking bonkers. And yes, there are huge systematic changes that need to happen, and no, connecting with our erotic energy is not going to accomplish all those things, but I do think it's a piece of it. And I mean, think about how different Donald Trump would be if he had a few full body orgasms. So my invitation to you is to join me on this journey. And I can't promise that you will like it. I can't promise that I'm gonna like it. But what I can promise is that we're gonna learn a lot about ourselves, the people in our lives, and the larger world around us. If you accept my invitation, please click the like button down below. And as always, more to come.